Steve Domenico here from Regional Fight Sports, here with Kirsten Allen off a great win at the first ever Cage Titans Combat Night Muay Thai and the first ever women's Muay Thai fight in that cage. Kirsten, how are you feeling about the experience and the fight itself?
Cage Titans is an awesome promotion. Everything was very professional. I mean, from like the TVs in the rooms, I mean, the art pictures, on just every little detail, you guys really have it together. So it's awesome to be part of this venue. I mean, everything just great.
With the backing of like a promotion that way, the way they treat you, does that, like, you know, go into the cage with you, or, you know, do you feel that? You know,
Yeah, because it's just one less thing to worry about. You know, everything flows smoothly, and it's easy to say like, oh, you don't worry about that, but it's just when you don't have to really think about anything other than just getting ready for your fight and doing your thing, going out there. It just, yeah, it definitely helps a lot. And when your promoter is very professional and, you know, they know what they're doing and they're on time and they're helpful, everybody's really helpful, look out for the fighters. Yeah, definitely something that you want to come back and fight for again. So.
Excellent. Well, you know, before this fight happened, there was a buzz around it. It was, you know, the only female fight on the card. Coming from Pride Martial Arts, very successful camp.
Yeah.
Lots of fighters doing lots of great things out there. Also, FAF, Sienna coming from there. You know, we talked about it seemed, you know, she had 3 fights, coming off a knockout of her last fight. It seemed like there was the experience level between her and you. She had a little more there, but I understand you do have a little experience in a lot of the martial arts. Like,
yeah.
You know, you boxed a few years ago, jiu-jitsu,
yeah.
MMA even. So, you know, as we're learning that, the experience level seems like it's maybe in your favor, only you weren't active as much as her in recent year. Did you feel that going into the cage tonight? Did you say, well, people are talking about her experience, but I've been here before, I fought before?
Yeah, I wasn't really, you know, worried about her experience. I knew she was going to be a good quality opponent, and I was really excited for that. But yeah, it's not my first time in the cage, you know, it's not my first time stepping in the ring, so if anything, I felt really good just with the team and the coaches, and knowing how they prepare, knowing how I've been preparing for a long time. So, yeah, I mean, it didn't really bother me too much. I was excited that she had, you know, some fights and she would come up and win. I really wanted her to be a good, strong opponent, and she definitely was. So, yeah. And coming from Pride, I feel like I had you know, that's a good gym, and they're well known. So I wanted to live up to that and uphold that. So.
Excellent. Well, you got all them, you know, the beasts from that camp watching you in there. So that's a lot of pressure on you, representing you know, a great camp like that with all the success that they had, and you delivered in there. You know, was it everything you thought it was going to be in there? I mean, you're kind of not in your element. You're fighting in a cage where, you know, traditional Muay Thai is done in the ring. What was your game plan in there? How did you kind of adapt to the cage, other than, you know, your training sessions in the ring?
I think the biggest thing was just the clinch up against the cage. Like I mentioned in the other interview, the cage is had some fights. You know, I've seen some fights, so it's really got that bow in those walls. So in the clinch, it really gives a lot, and it's pretty screeny. So I mean, that was different, but that was about it. You know, and obviously a lot more corners.
You're back in there. You had your, you know, that first Muay Thai fight in there, first fight in, you know, years or so.
Yeah.
Is this something that you feel, hey, you know, you felt that adrenaline, you felt that rush in there? Is this something you're hungry to keep doing?
Always, yeah. Like I said, I'll always train, and you know, I won't always be able to fight, but when I can, I'll be ready. So.
So, in terms, like, you talked about it a little bit before, you're an active duty service member. Can you talk about, like, what it is to, like, to be an active duty service member, train regularly, and then take fights?
You just have to do what you can, and, you know, make your training sessions really count, and just be in the moment whenever you're there. whether you're at work or training, just make the most out of where you're at. And I don't think, you know, being active duty, I don't think I have it any worse off than anybody working a full-time job. You know, I mean, you have to make sacrifices either way. It's not easy for anybody, so I don't think I have it any worse than anybody. I don't think I deserve any, you know, more credit because I'm active duty. It's just, it is what it is, you know, just gotta move on, deal with it.
Quick, kind of, I'll call it a silly question. In terms of like your taxes, do you like get to put like as a deduction, like my gym membership is like a deduction because if you're not going to be a service member, it's like for your job. You're learning how to fight, you're learning how to be like the best self-defense person. Do you get anything like that?
I had not thought of that, but you know what? It is worth looking into.
Yeah,
if I can swing that, I'll call you up and take you personally.
I'll start my new career as a tax.
You can be my tax accountant.
Yeah, I'll be your tax accountant. But going back to this fight, how did you feel about your performance? Obviously, it was your first Muay Thai fight. I'm sure you spent countless hours in the gym. You've had you've had experience in other combat sports. How did you feel you did in this one here in Muay Thai?
I don't know. That's really, I always struggle with that question because I always feel like I could have done better, and I kind of instantly think about the things that I should have done better that I didn't do. But you know, the things we talked about getting ready for the fight, I feel like I executed them. And like, I mean, she was tough. So I landed what I was planning to land, and it just didn't really have the effect that I thought it would. So, you know, and when that happens, you just gotta kind of adapt and keep going. But again, shout out to her. She was really tough. You know, she hit me with some good shots too, for sure. And I honestly, at the end of the fight, you know, I wasn't sure where it was gonna go. So.
Yeah, definitely a close fight.
Yeah.
What was your game plan going into that?
I just used my distance. I knew that there was a few things that she had that I was gonna have to watch out for, but you know, the clinch was definitely it, and then just using my distance on the 1-2s. But like I said, you have to keep working when those don't really work. So it kind of just turned into a dogfight. So.
Yeah, it was certainly entertaining. Do you have an idea of what you would like to, where you like to go from here? Like, yeah, we talked about it. You fought in a multitude of combat sports. This is your first Muay Thai fight. Do you want to fight more Muay Thai? Do you want to fight MMA? Like, what's going through your head right now?
Definitely some Muay Thai. I wouldn't be opposed to MMA at all. You know, I'm currently doing jiu-jitsu also. So, you know, MMA's not out of the question, but I do want to sharpen up the Muay Thai game before I get there.
Well, knowing you from the Pride Martial Arts camp there's a lot of women to train with there. You've got a lot of Muay Thai women coming out of that camp. So do you think that gives you an edge as far as, you know, I know women train with men and all that, but when you get in that ring or cage, you're fighting another woman.
Yeah.
So does that, do you feel, you know, more at home? Does it make your training better to have that many women?
Yeah.
And that kind of camaraderie and closeness, family-oriented kind of camp that'll prolong you. Does that help you out?
Yeah, absolutely. Not only because there's a lot of women, but they are very good, and they're very skilled, and they're very supportive, and I mean, I really couldn't pick anything out that's already there. I mean, it's just the whole package. So yeah, I feel very fortunate, and all of them that, I mean, April, Lauren, Maddie, Oriana, they're just all really good training partners. Like, they're exactly what I need, you know, and I'm very fortunate to have them. So yeah.
Well, with that said, Kirsten, great fight in there. You know, it didn't seem like you were the underdog in there from the experience when the fight started. Great performance. Congratulations being the first women's fight in the cage doing Muay Thai. Shout out, any thank yous, you know, throw it out there, man.
Yeah, again, everybody from Pride, best team in the world. Andrew, Trisha, they're they're the dream team. Doug, everybody at Pride, my teammates, my work friends are all very supportive. Knowing that I'm fighting and just being active duty and the kind of sacrifices and things that I have to get done, they help me out, cover for me a lot. When I asked them to, and I'm new to this area, so I've only been here a couple of years. I'm from the West Coast, but so far I'm loving it. So I hope to continue. Hopefully, definitely with K-Shine Skin. You guys are awesome. So thank you.
Well, awesome, Kirsten. Glad to have you here. Thanks for the show. We'll be seeing you soon. Whatever comes next. Take care. Awesome. Thank you.